I recently watched the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film from 2014, and that's because Brad Garrett is in the second film, Out of the Shadows. I have now watched the second film, and I can say that I didn't actually enjoy it as much as the first film, but I still thought it was pretty decent. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows was released in 2016, is directed by Dave Green, written by Josh Applebaum and Andre Nemec, with a cast including Megan Fox, Stephen Amell, Pete Ploszek, Alan Ritchson, Jeremy Howard, of course we have Brad Garrett, and various others. And this is focusing on the Turtles, of course. Shredder escapes and teams up with some others to take over everything, and it's up to the Turtles again to save the day. There's a little bit more to the narrative than that, but I won't give away too much. And I feel like the story has a lot of substance. I think the pacing is very good. I don't have any issues with the way the narrative developed. Absolutely no problems at all. I did think that I was more emotionally invested in the first story. And there's not really an identifiable reason why, because everything works here really, really well. I think we have some more interesting characters in this one as well. So I think the story for the first one, maybe because it was a bit more fresh, I hadn't seen the Turtles really since I was a child. Maybe that's why watching them in close succession, I was going to do it anyway because of Brad Garrett, but maybe it wasn't the best idea in terms of getting the most out of this film. But that being said, you should be able to watch a film and a sequel back to back. So maybe that's worth bearing in mind, but I just think the first film was a little bit more engaging, but really there's nothing wrong with the narrative here. The characters look great, they're well written, the performances are great, and in a way I think this film was visually more engaging than the first film. I won't necessarily say stronger. I don't think the quality was better. I just think that what we had to look at was maybe a little bit more interesting visually. So I think the narrative of the first film, not that this is a comparison review, but the narrative of the first film was a bit stronger for me. But visually, I found this one to be a lot more fun, a lot more engaging. The characters are interesting, the performances are great, motion capture approach looks really good as well. I know some people are understandably quite particular when it comes to motion capture, and they want the quality to be perfect. For me, as long as it doesn't look rough, I think it's fine, and certainly I think the quality here is pretty decent, so no problems there. Performances are great, visuals great, narrative works well. I have absolutely no complaints. Great locations, great music and use of sound. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows was ultimately a decent film, a decent sequel, and if you liked the first film, I'm happy to recommend it.